Breaky Bro here with my new channel I'm starting up. We're going to call it White Trash Tactical. Later you'll see me shooting my garage build STEN variant. And basically, just as an introduction to this channel, I live in the Great Northwest, and I've got lots of room, and I'm always doing stuff out here. You know, I go online and I see these folks with survival channels, gun guys, you know, stuff like that, and you know, I'm thinking to myself, I do all that. Not only that, but, you know, maybe this is pride, but I think I do it better. And, you know, what I'm seeing is people doing stuff, and they suck at it. People that are basically just selling gear, and don't get me wrong, I'm a gear queer myself. I've made some dumb purchases, I've made some great purchases. I love gear, but, you know, when I'm trying to watch a survival channel, a gun channel, something like that, I'm not looking for a 10-minute commercial. I'm not looking for some guy to tell me that he's this big badass all thanks to, you know, Acme Co. pocket knife or friggin' whatever gear. I want to see stuff that works. I want the real deal, not just selling. The third thing I see is guys that are making these builds and they're shucking and jiving about, you know, it's this, and quite frankly, yes, it's a beautiful build, shucking and jiving about how you can do it yourself, and in the background they've got a $40,000 CNC mill, and you're sitting there going like, how is a piece of white trash like me supposed to get his hands on a mill like that? You ain't, and it ain't possible. So these guys are kind of selling an illusion a little bit, I think. And hey, power to them, they do make some pretty nice builds, but I'm here to show you how you can get out here and all this, have a great time, not spend a lot of money, doing stuff for yourself. It can look good. It doesn't gotta look like one of these trash builds like you're gonna find on Royal Nonesuch. It doesn't gotta look like you pulled it out of a friggin' bottom of a truck after you've been driving it for 100 miles. Your builds can look decent, they can work decent, they can be cheap. You can come up with survival measures and self-reliance stuff just every day out here, just doing stuff, having fun, not spending a lot of money. So as we get going with this video, stay tuned. You're going to see me shoot a garage build of mine that I made for about 300 bucks over the course of a weekend, and be doing some testing. The design's not complete. It's definitely a prototype. I still have issues to work out. As the series goes on, I'll explain those issues. Maybe if I get some more time and money, I can build a whole new one and document it. I didn't plan on having the sort of interest that I did with the build initially. So this is the talking portion. We're going to show some shooting next, and then we're going to get this show on the road. We've got the World War II era mags in here. What we've been dealing with this build is unreliable feeding, and that comes from the low quality of the magazines. It was World War II. Quality wasn't an issue. They just needed a lot of them. These magazines have incredibly poor quality control, and sometimes this thing will run like shit through a goose. Other times it just jams. Part of this video series is going to be documenting me correcting those issues. Right now we've got some hand reloads. I've never tried fire on those before, out of one of my World War II magazines, and I don't know how it's going to handle hand loads, but we're going to find out. Woo! She likes the hand loads, and she likes this here World War II magazine, but that's pretty rare, honestly. I had to buy a lot of these expensive magazines, find one that even works. Alright, so this is the Tapco newly manufactured El Cheapo plastic mags. Never run Tapco in this thing before, so let's see if it'll even cycle. I have my doubts. Tapco's pretty iffy, but alright. There's a jam, stovepipe. Oh, double feed. Alright, well, Tapco, not a contender. So, As you can see, it functioned decently well with the hand loads. I'm surprised. I've never ran hand loads through this thing before. But part of this design that makes it so iffy, as I got building it and really looking into the original STEN design, you know, they had a reputation for being incredibly unreliable. And I'm getting that too. Sometimes it runs like you saw back there, shit through a goose. Other times, it's just a pain in the ass and you're getting double feeds and stovepipes. And what that all stems from is the magazine. This thing doesn't have a feed ramp. These guns were built super cheap, as low resource as possible by unskilled laborers. And that's me. And this is the first gun I've ever built. It relied on feed angle and headspace to make sure the round was chambered by the bolt. That means that the magazine has to angle perfectly 8 degrees towards the chamber. And that means that sometimes you get a good magazine. Maybe the guy on the assembly line had an extra cup of coffee that day and was actually focused. Maybe it was a 14-year-old kid doing volunteer war effort work. So every now and then you get a magazine that's just honey. It's great. Other times you get a magazine, they look identical, they feel identical, won't feed. So the next build I'm going to do, I'm going to get rid of the World War II magazine. They're getting expensive. Anything World War II surplus is getting expensive. It's not like it used to be. You could just go down and buy one for 10 bucks. They're getting into the $25, $30 price range per mag. That's too much. And the quality control is always iffy. I'm going to replace the mag well. I'm going to retool the bolt to accept the feed lips from a Colt 9mm magazine. And hopefully using modern mags and a reshaped bolt is going to get rid of the feed issues and unpredictability I've been seeing. But yeah, it was just a quick introduction video to the sort of stuff I'm going to be doing. This is Breaky Bro from White Trash Tactical. I'm just getting this channel started out. If you like what you see, like and subscribe. Send it to your friends. If you don't like what you see, well, then you can call me all sorts of dirty names in the comments section and smash that dislike button.